friends, welcome back to my channel, Sass here. I'm here to do the review of Little Fires Everywhere. This by far was the best episode, in my opinion. I really enjoyed this episode, and I really enjoyed the music, okay, and also enjoyed the little sprinkles of hints that they put throughout this episode. You kind of see, and if you all are paying close attention, you already know what Mia's secret is. You already know her backstory. Okay? If you really paid close attention. But let's talk about it. First, let's talk about these kids, child. We have Lexie. Alright, now Lexie, you know, her and Brian done had sex during homecoming. Okay? Well, guess what? She pregnant. And guess who she calls to, you know, look at the pregnancy test and be by her side? Well, of course, her best friend Pearl. And right there, Pearl go to running. Pearl goes to running. So she finds out that she's pregnant, and she, of course, being a teenager who is hell-bent on going to Yale, and honey, this is just not in her plans. Okay, what is she going to do? So she's with Brian. Brian being the typical teenage boy. Okay, he's talking about this, talking about that. And so then she was like, you know, what if, you know, we was to have kids? He was like, whoa. Pump your brakes now. You know, down the road, sure. But I am not going to be that cliche. My parents will kill me. So, of course, she's like, oh, okay. He was like, what's going on? You know, I guess he couldn't tell that she was damn near gripping that steering wheel for life, honey. Honey, she was gripping that steering wheel. I thought she was going to take it off. Honey, he couldn't tell that she was all red in the face, tears in her eyes. Honey, he didn't see all that. No, he didn't see all that. So, anyway, she is upset. So, she's at home. And she's like, listen, I'm going to have to talk to my parents. Okay, well, my parents. So she goes to her mom. And she was like, Mom, I need to talk to you now. When she goes to her mom, honey, her mom was going through her own breakdown, child. Honey, Elena was going through a lot. Elena and Bill were going back at each other. And it just was not the time for her to tell her mother that she was pregnant. So what does she do? She takes it upon herself and she goes to the abortion clinic on her own. But she needs a ride home. She needs someone to hold her hand. She needs someone to tell her it's going to be okay. And who does she call? Pearl. What does Pearl do? Well, Pearl, she gets to running. She skips school to go help her best friend, Lexie. Now see, Lexie, while she was at the abortion clinic, she sees one of her mom's friends. So she panicked. She was like, oh my God. She is going to tell my mom. Now, the said friend didn't see Lexie. So, of course, you have to fill out paperwork. Now, this is my thing. I thought you had to be a certain age. I thought you had to have parental, you know, permission. I mean, I didn't know a 16, 17-year-old girl could just walk in there underage and just get an abortion back in 1997. But you know, I didn't do my research, so don't call me, but hey, she did. So anyway, Pearl gets there and she was like, oh my God, you're early, thanks for coming. And she was like, the doctor said that I'm not going to be able to drive home. So they call her name. Pearl, come on back here and get an abortion, Pearl. Honey, when I tell you the look on Pearl's face, Lexie, she just stares at her, goes inside. Pearl looked like, oh my God, she used my name. But she didn't get upset enough to leave Lexie's ass there. No, of course she's going to stay, y'all. Of course she's going to stay and take this heifer wherever she wants to be. Chauffeur her around. Okay, now, let's do a timeline. Lexie, she's done took this girl's paper, okay, passed it off as her own. Pearl, she cool with it. Now she done used Pearl's name at the abortion clinic. where's you wanna go? So Lexie, of course, says she's upset, that she's panicked, that, she's seen her mom's friend and she did not know what to do. That was her excuse to Pearl. Okay, so Lexie, she don't want to go home. Okay, so Pearl takes Lexie to her house. Okay, here's Mia. Mia was like, what is going on here? So she figures out that, Lexie has had an abortion. And, she was like, all right, let's just do what we need to do. So she comforts her. She puts her to bed. And Mia and Pearl have a conversation. Pearl hands Mia a piece of paper. I'm thinking it was the withdrawal paper. Anyway. And who was the patient's name? Pearl. So, of course, Mia was like, no, this half. Are you serious? She used your name? And, of course, here's Pearl. Child, this episode, honey, I just wanted to slap reality into Pearl. Come on, girl. Come on. So Mia was like, I really wish you would realize, how much you are important. See, Lexie don't get how important you are. Lexie using you, but you don't see it. Okay? I really wish Lexie could see how good you are. Alright? Instead of using you, girl, what is going on? So then Pearl tells her mama that she has sex with Tripp. And so her mama says, oh Lord, Tripp, I would think it would be Moody. And so Pearl says, nah, it was Tripp. Because, Tripp was that guy. I thought Tripp would be easy, simple, fun. And so Mia was like, well, how was it, girl? And she said, none of that. It was none of that. So then Pearl asked Mia about her father. She was like, how was it with my father and all this? And of course, Mia was like, it was okay. It was all right. And so she was like, how was it your first time you lost your, when you lost your virginity? And so Mia says, it was great. I lost my virginity to someone I love. And she didn't say she lost her virginity to Pearl's father. She said she lost her virginity to someone she loved. Message, hint. So while Pearl and Mia talking, they get a phone call and it's Tripp. All right. And Tripp, he wants to meet up with Pearl. Because Tripp is just he's just a hot mess, okay? He don't know what to do. Now, earlier that day, he had an encounter with Izzy. And Izzy basically called him a whore who is incapable of loving anybody but himself. So he meets up with Pearl. And they are, at the park and they're swinging and, he's basically telling Pearl, look, I was nervous, okay? I have never met anyone like you, all right? You are smart. You are beautiful. I mean, what are you doing with me? I mean, basically, I can barely read. I mean, I'm 2 steps from getting on the short bus. I'm 2 steps for wearing a helmet. See, the only thing I got is this pretty face and these big blue eyes. The girls come to running. I can have sex with all these girls and it means nothing because they're probably just dumb as I am. See, at night, I don't really hit my head up against the wall, but I wanna. What are you doing with me? That's basically what Tripp was saying. So, he don't see himself good enough to be with a girl like, Pearl. And him and Pearl talk and they end up holding hands. Very, very interesting. Again, what is Moody's reaction going to be to all this? We shall wait and see. So, we have Lexie, okay, she's moving around, and of course there's Mia there. Mia gives her some tea, water, I don't know what she gave her, all right? And so here's Lexie saying, would you have done the same thing? Okay, would you, all right? Did I make the right decision? decision. And so, of course, Mia was like, well, you know, I can't answer that. Okay, but let me tell you something I can say. And honey, Mia proceeds to hand Lexie talking to honey. When I tell you she cracked Lexie's face. She said, now let me just tell you, bottom line is, you are ungrateful. You are selfish. Okay, you used my daughter's name and didn't even think anything else about it. Okay, I cleaned, I cooked for you for 2 months, and not one time did you say I thank you, you selfish heathen helper. See, I'm not your mother, okay? I'm Pearl's mama. All right, and I don't like how you've been behaving. Now, see, she can't tell you this, but I can. All right, so when you finish up that little cup of tea, water, juice, or whatever you was drinking, you wash it. You wash it. I mean, you don't do it. I know it's a new thing to you. You take care of it. And then here comes Lexie. I had nowhere else to go. Honey, Mia said, let me tell you something that's a lie on top of a lie. You had plenty of places to go where people cared about you, but you come here. Wrong place. Now, I cared for you. I consoled for you. I gave you a little bit of hug. But, honey, that's over. You finish that up. You wash that glass and you take your feet to the street. The same way you came in is the same way you exit. Bye! She didn't say all that, but, honey, she let her have it. Okay? Mia was fed up with that little heifer. So, anyway. All right. Now, let's talk about these adults. Ugh. So we have a morning, okay, unusual morning for the Richardsons. You know, usually Elena is in her suit, makeup, hair put together, lunches together, breakfast together. Honey, not this morning, honey. All hell done broke loose. Honey, they are running around. She is bent. Okay, she is fit to be tied with this whole BB and Mia and Linda, honey. It's just a hot mess. Okay, now Linda and Mark has hired Bill to be their attorney. Okay, and so you know BB has been granted visitation, which got Linda all tore up. Now the morning is just a wreck, and honey, Moody was like, where is our carefully coordinated lunches? I know my mama done lost her mind. Honey, didn't even pay it any attention. Honey, Elena wasn't thinking about them lunches. So anyway, so they come down, so they're talking, and so here's Elena. Elena was like, how in the world did BB afford to hire an attorney? And so here is Izzy. Izzy said, well, maybe this hell. It's in the New York Times, child. And so she showed a picture of Mia, you know, in the tub with that big old belly. And somehow, some way, I guess this was the best picture ever. It was sold for $400,000. $400,000 this picture, child. So, of course, they're like, what? That's not Mia. So Elena was like, that's not Mia. And so Izzy was like, yes, it is. And so Elena was like, what is she doing in the New York Times? And Izzy was like, Mama, I'm trying to tell you, she is a fantastic artist. I mean, she's great. I mean, I've seen her work. Elena said, well, how have you seen her work? Okay? Izzy says, I've been over there every day after school. Okay? She is my mentor. Okay? I'm her apprentice. And so here's Elena. Elena said, Bill, did you know any of this? And Bill was like, I did not. I did not know any of this. I got to get to work. Kids, get your tail to school. Y'all driving me crazy. Okay, side note, Joshua Jackson. If you don't know who he is, he was a popular 90s, early 2000 actor. I mean, I think he's been acting for a long time. He was in Dawson's Creek. He was also in those slasher teen movies in the 90s, early 2000s. And he's also married to Jodie Turner-Smith, and they are expecting a baby. You would know her from Queen and Slim. I tell you, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. But anyway, that's a little background if you don't know who Joshua Jackson is. But anyway, so Bill, he's just like, they are driving me crazy. So Elena, of course, she gives the same talk to Izzy that Mia gives to Pearl. They'll be going around that house no more. Okay? Elena said, don't you go back over to, Mia's house. Okay? I said what I said. All right? You will follow my rules if you are underneath my roof. And so here's Izzy. Izzy's like, why you mad, Gal? You mad? Why you mad? Because Mia is in the New York Times and you would never be? See, Mom, you're down there at that dusty Dollar General Shaker Heights while Mia is selling a photo for $400,000 at the New York Times and is in the New York Times. Now see, before this, we see a little flashback. We see a young Elena, 1976 in Paris, having the time of her life, okay? Teenager in college, and she's with her boyfriend, Jamie, okay? And Jamie is not ready to go back to that bland country, Ohio. He wants to make something. He wants to be big. He wants to be a writer at the New York Times. See, he don't want to be a writer at that dusty Dollar General, Shaker Heights, Ohio. He want big things. And see, he thought Elena was ready for that. Elena wasn't ready. Okay. Elena is ready to be that Shaker Heights journalist, not New York Times journalist. So, they break up. Okay. So, we have Izzy. Alright, Izzy, she hightails it over there to Mia's after her mama told her don't go over there. So she hightails it, she's knocking on the door and she was like, oh my God, this is great, is this you? And so of course Mia was like, no, it is not me. And so Izzy was like, it's not you? And she was like, well, I seen that, Sotheby's portfolio. I seen where you were mailing it to New York, and I also seen, that big catalog from, Paulina Hawthorne. And so, of course, honey, this, gave a little joke to me, and Mia was like, listen, girl, that ain't me. Don't you be coming around here spreading lies. Now go on that get. And she shuts the door in Izzy's face. So, of course, Mia, she's rattled by this. Now, remember, she has a past. She's running from something. And here she's on the front of the New York Times in the art, here she is in the New York Times. And here's this little girl digging around. Child. Sooner or later, Mia is going to have to reveal what she's running from and who she is. So anyway, so we have Elena. Elena is doing her journalistic, investigative, Barbara Walters reporting, child. She is pulling up old articles. She's highlighting. She got stickers. She got post-it notes. She's writing. I mean, child, she is doing everything, okay? She is trying to, find out whom this woman is. Who is Mia? Who is Paulina Hawthorne? What is the connection? What is going on? And she's going to find out. Elena's going to find out. So, while she's doing that, we have Linda. Linda is getting ready to give Maribel, i.e. Maylene, to her mother because the judge has granted BB visitation. Okay, so, of course, this is upsetting to Linda. So here comes, BB. And so she was like, Maylene, and honey, did y'all see the baby? The baby was like, who is this? Who is this? Oh my God. Now see, this child has no idea who BB is. The only mother this child knows is Linda. I tell you, it's heartbreaking either way. We know why, BB had to do what she had to do when it comes to Maylene. But Linda, okay, she has raised this child. She has loved this child. This is her child, Maribel. Devastating. I mean, oh my God, devastating. So anyway, Maribel / Maylene is squalling and hollering, and Linda is distraught, honey. She looked like she ain't slept in years, hair all over her head, child. She just like she been running through a ringer, child, an old school washer ringer. So, as she is looking, as you know, Mary Bell is leaving her, she sees Mia in that beat up old broke down Chevette. And it's like, ding, ding, ding. Right. Now, let me explain my thoughts on this. I know that people was like, you know, what is Linda's reaction going to be to Elena when she finds out that Elena knew about the whole Mia and BB and the baby and all this. And Elena did not tell Linda, okay? She threw money at it. My whole thing is, that's just me. I know. So Linda, she's upset. And she goes to Elena's work and she was like, when did you find out? Did you find out before or after you asked me for my husband's checkbook? Okay. So what? Listen, this is the bottom line. Okay. Elena didn't know about BB. She didn't know that Mia knew about BB. She didn't know that Mia's motives about going to this baby shower just to take pictures and take it back to BB. She didn't know that BB was going to tell, that Mia was going to tell me. Elena didn't know none of this. Okay. Now what Elena is guilty of is, okay, not telling Linda that she found out, but, you know, telling her, let's throw money at it. Let's buy our way out of it. Okay, yeah, she is guilty of that. Okay? And maybe she shouldn't have did that. But what difference would it make? Okay? So maybe in the eyes of the law or moral, you know, values, yeah, okay, maybe she shouldn't have did it. And okay, well, the judge was like, okay, you're going to have visitation. That wasn't the best thing to do is try to throw money at it. Okay, I get that. But my thing is, Elena has been that friend to Linda. Okay? Elena has been that friend for a long time. And if I was as cool with Elena, I should already know that Elena's going to throw money at it. That's Elena. Okay? And look at what all Elena has done for her friend. Okay? And plus her husband, which is the best friend to your husband, is the attorney. Okay? Now look, Elena didn't use great judgment, okay, in this whole scenario of throwing money at it, but she didn't do it in a place of malice. She could have thought about it, okay? And let's just say, look, she didn't force Linda to do it. Okay, yes, Linda was out there. Linda wasn't really thinking, but Linda could have been like, no, girl, we can't do that. You know, we cannot do that. All right, that is a wrong move. But Linda went along with it. Okay, so that whole part of Linda being upset with Elena, you know, because Elena knew and Linda's blaming her, I call bull crap. I just, no, absolutely not. Okay, I just feel like, listen, okay, you have a friend who's running around here not making her family their daily lunches, looking a hot mess, okay? You have a friend, all right? So, anyway, so this guy, Elena, all tore up, child. She's running around the house, she's packing up things, and Bill is like, what are you doing? Where are you going? So Elena said, let me tell you something. Mia has disrupted this whole house. She has turned everything around. Who is this woman? Okay, she has come down here in Shaker Heights and she has completely uprooted us. I'm getting to the bottom of it, whether you like it or not. Okay, so Bill says, listen here. Okay, what is it about this woman? Ever since this woman has come to town, you have become obsessed. You are unraveling. Honey, Elena says, honey, I'm completely raveled. Honey, you are unraveling, honey. You are shook, Elena. So Elena, she gets to New York. So Elena, she gets to New York and, you know, she's trying to figure out about, this photo and who took the photo and background and all this. So she goes and she talks to this lady and she bribes her with some cake or cookies or scones. I don't know what she has. And so she got a list of names, and come to find out that Mia's real name is Mia Wright, and that she lives in Pennsylvania. So she needs a little help along the way. She got a little bit of information, but she needs much more. So she goes and she meets up with her ex Jamie, who works for the New York Times. Honey, that Jamie is some kind of cute lady. I was like, Okay, so she meets up with Jamie. She sees how cute he is, and so Jamie, asks her for a drink or dinner or whatever. So she was like, I'll meet you there. But before that, honey, Elena had to get her butt back to that hotel, take her a little whore bath, child. She done put on some makeup, some red lipstick, did her hair, put on some perfume, and honey, she was ready to see Jamie, okay? So they're at the restaurant, and honey, they are drinking and they are talking, and honey, she gets a little tipsy. And so they're talking, they're leaving the restaurant, they're walking, and so here we go. All right. Now see, at first you think, hey, Jamie, okay, he is, really liking, Elena, okay? They are sparking something, all right? That's what it looked like until Elena comes out, honey. And so Elena is saying, all the things that he wants to hear. And he was like, Cab, taxi man, come in. This woman lying. And he was like, listen, I hear lies every day in the political world. I don't want to hear your lies. Are you ready to tell me the truth? He was like, bye. She was like, Jamie, Jamie, I wanted to see you. So he turns around, child. And so she was like, I wanted to see you. I wanted to see if, anything was there. All this bunch of stuff. And honey, Jamie looked at her and said, now listen, born at night, not last night. You are still the same narcissistic woman you always been. You ain't changed, okay? You will never come to terms with who you are because you are scared to expose that side of yourself. You are still the same sad, pathetic, lonely woman. You are still the same sad, pathetic woman. Because see, prior to that, okay, Elena was like, go back to the hotel with me. Jamie wasn't having it. He wasn't having it, honey. He read her from jump, honey. And let me tell you something. He done went and cracked her face. Honey, Elena was standing there like, I was like, daggone, Elena got her face cracked. Lexie got her face cracked, and honey, so child, Jamie turned around and walked off, child, okay? So, Elena, face is cracked, okay? So, she goes back to the hotel. Now, Izzy, she's feeling kind of, bad about her, telling Mia that she was, being nosy, okay? She went through a couple of her things. So anyway, so Izzy made this collage for Mia, okay? Like a little, I'm sorry, like a little gift. Now, while all this is going on, they had to do the musical montage, and when I tell you, it was brilliant. We have Izzy playing the violin to Alanis Morissette, You Ought to Know. And I'm here to remind you of the mess you left when you went away. And I'm here, listen, Jagged Little Pill, top 5 albums of my all time. Alanis Morissette, Jagged Little Pill, everything. Everything. Every song on that album, rotation. I got the vinyl, y'all. I got the vinyl. I found it at a yard sale for $1. Everything. If you have not listened to this album, I don't care what, if you're black, white, purple, green, or yellow, okay, you need to listen to Jagged Little Pill by Alanis Morissette. Brilliant. And how they incorporated that song into that point and having Izzy play it with the violin, brilliant. Absolutely. absolutely brilliant. So anyway, here Izzy is, she's making the little collage, and, she has seen, like, you remember that little note that her mama left with the, Lilith fair, and then she's still looking at the picture of Mia in the bathtub, and it's like, y'all notice that? Okay. So, then we have, Mia. Mia is having nightmares, okay? She's getting on the subway, and then there's a cutie guy. Y'all know that. What's that guy's name that's playing him with the pretty eyes? He's real good looking. Him. And then there's some type of resistance. Like, she's like kind of afraid, okay? And she's running away from him, okay? And then, she turns around, or the person touches her, and she turns around, and it's Izzy. Okay, now all these little hints and clues, y'all, they're dripping in front of you. They're dripping in front of you. Okay, so anyway. All right, let's wrap this up. Let's just wrap. Okay, while Mia is having a nightmare, we have, Pearl asking her mother, did you want me? Did you want me? And of course, Mia was like, of course I did. Okay, I wanted you. Okay, you just don't know how bad I wanted you. Okay, so all this is going on. We have another beautiful musical montage from Miss Elena's Morissette. Okay, this one was Uninvited. Another brilliant song that they put in their perfect timing. You're uninvited. Listen. Anyway, so we have Izzy. She goes over to deliver the gift to Mia. Who comes out? Okay. Here comes Lexie, child. Honey, she done went up in there. She done picked her face up, put it together. And so Izzy said, "Now, I know you. What are you doing here? What are you doing here?" Lexie says nothing. Lexie starts walking towards her vehicle. Izzy said, "Did you hear me talk? What the F is going on?" Okay. So Izzy's pissed off about that. Why is Lexie coming out of Mia's house? Okay, why? Why is Lexie up at Mia's house? Mia's my friend. Okay, Mia is the woman that I look up to. Okay, Mia is my mentor. What the heck is Lexie doing there? Oh no. Izzy can't have that. So Izzy took back that little gift she made, and honey, set it afire. Honey, she said, burning down the house. Now this is what my thing. They didn't have smoke alarms back then. Where are the smoke alarms? So anyway, we see Izzy burning down the paper, burning down the gift. So she is burning that gift that she made Mia. Okay, obviously Izzy's in her feelings, but Izzy's always in her feelings. While that's going on, we have Mia. Okay, Mia is, she's doing some photography work, and we see a picture of a woman, bad Photoshop by the way, but we see a picture of a woman in a tub, Miss Pauline Hawthorne. Okay, there's another hint, just dangling in front of y'all, just dangling. And then we have Miss investigative reporter Elena hightailing it to Pennsylvania to meet up with Mia's parents. She gets there. They tell Elena that the child that Mia was carrying was not hers. Dun dun dun. And it goes off. Okay. Obviously, we know Mia has a secret. Obviously, it is a secret that is so devastating that she don't want her daughter to find out. She don't want anybody to find out. Okay? So anyway, alright? I thought this was a fantastic episode, alright? What did you think of the episode, alright? And let me know if y'all got any of those hints down below, okay? We'll discuss it, alright? Don't forget to hit that like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, friends, bye!